Peace, Islam, Moors. Today we're going to read from the Holy Koran, Circle 7, Elihu's Lessons, Chapter 3, page 7. It's one of my favorite chapters. I don't see enough of the Holy Quran scriptures on YouTube, so I'm going to take it upon myself to help spread the knowledge. Elihu's Lessons, the Unity of Life. Again, Elihu met his pupils in the sacred grove and said, "No man live unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not demand love in return. They will not do to other men what they would not have other men do unto them. There are two selves, the higher self and the lower self. The higher self is human spirit clothed with soul, made in the form of Allah. The lower self, the cardinal self, the body of desires, is a reflection of higher self, distorted by the murky ethers of the flesh. The lower self is an illusion and will pass away. The higher self is Allah and man and will not pass away. The higher self is the embodiment of truth. The lower self is truth reversed, so it is falsehood manifest. The higher self is justice, mercy, love, and right. The lower self is what the higher self is not. The lower self breeds hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that harms. The higher self is the mother of virtues and the harmonies of life. The lower self is rich in promise, but poor in blessedness and peace. It offers pleasure, joy, and satisfying gain, but gives unrest, misery, and death. It gives men apples that are lovely to the eye and pleasant to the smell. Their cores are full of bitterness and gall. If you were to ask me what to study, I would say, yourselves. And well, you have studied them. And then would ask me what to study next. I will reply, yourselves. He who knows his lower self knows the illusions of the world, knows the things that pass away. He who knows his higher self knows Allah, knows well the things that cannot pass away. Thrice blessed is the man who has purity and love, his very own. He has been ransomed from the periods of the lower self and is himself his higher self. Men seek salvation from the evil that deems a living monster of the netherworld, and they have gods that are but demons in disguise, all-powerful, yet full of jealousy, hate, and lust, whose favors must be bought with costly sacrifice of fruits and of the lives of birds and animals and humankind. And yet these gods possess no ears to hear, no eyes to see, and no heart to sympathize, no power to save. The evil is a myth. These gods are made of air and clothed with the shadow of a thought. The only devil from which man must be redeemed is self, the lower self. If man would find his devil, he must look within. His name is self. If man will find his savior, he must look within. And when the demon self has been dethroned, the savior love will be exalted to the throne of power. The David of the light is purity, who slays the strong Goliath of the dark, and seek the savior love upon the throne. Islam. Peace, Morris. Again, Holy Quran, Circle 7. Study, study, study. And when you finish studying, study more.